Welcome back to another video on this Alvis Stalwart. But before we start, Ted, come here. Come here. Good boy. Ted, sit. Good boy. Sit. Sit. Right, can everyone please like the video now, because they say that if Ted isn't in the video, they won't like it. Here is Ted, and he's going to be helping us throughout the video. We're even going to attach Ted Cam, because people have been asking for that. And we're even going to attach a mic to him, so we can have his thoughts on the matter. Right, before we start the video, here is a chance to win a wartime Jeep. It's a Ford GPW. There's a QR code there. All the terms and conditions are on the website, and we shall display some photos of the Jeep in question now. Back to the stock. So this is powered by a Rolls-Royce B81, 220 horsepower petrol engine. This particular vehicle hasn't been ran in over 3 years or something like that, but it has been dry stored and it is in all round pretty good order, and it is a full swimmer, and we have found, come this way, we have found evidence of this. I nearly walked into that. It's also got a very straight backboard. That's a nice touch there. But yeah, reeds, there we go. And the plan is, belongs to a friend of ours, and we're going to fettle it up. Obviously I haven't been running for a while, there'll be a few oil seals leaking. Well, in theory, well, we've been told it's in real good condition, otherwise it wasn't parked up broken, it's just been not used for a little while. So we're going to do some fettling, get it going, and hopefully we might actually be able to swim one properly, which I'm quite looking forward to. Could be a disaster. Oh, I think it'll be good. And the good thing about this one is it's in really good condition underneath. For a Stolly, have a look at that. Hardly any bodgery at all gone on there. It's all nice and genuine and factory, and all these seals are all good. So anyway, I think the first thing we're going to do is slap on some. Now, they're not the right batteries, and they are a cheap brand, but they are high cold cranking amps, and like I always say, never cheap out on batteries. And what I'm doing is sort of cheaping out, but I don't really want to lug great big NATOs up there. We'll get it running and driving, and if we're happy with it, then we'll get some nice NATOs put on it, because that's what it should have. But trying to carry NATOs up there is not a lot of fun. So we're going to whack some batteries on it. We'll give her a crank and see if it starts. Can't imagine it will. And then we'll see what it's like in the back, because I've never seen one actually, or been in one that's had a canvas on the back, so this will be a bit of a new experience. Right, try not to die. You know what I could have done? I could have lifted these up with a forklift, but that would have been too easy. Nice work, cameraman, nice work. Right, shall we show everyone inside? Come on. Ted, you're going to have to wait down there. Oh, the handle, actually. It is actually mint. Ooh, seems a shame to stand in it with grubby mitts. Oh, look at this. Swimming handles. They're your rudder steering, I think. It's even got the original wooden boxes for the batteries, not rotted away. Dashboard looks good. Everything looks very clean, doesn't it? What?
First stage.
Ah, in a sealed pack. I can't even get it out, I'm not even going to bother. That's interesting. Maybe it's very loud when you're swimming. We've never actually successfully swum one yet. Do you think the clutch pedal works? Feels like I haven't got a clutch. Bet you any money it's stuck. Brake pedal feels hard. Throttle feels like it's doing something. So even the throttle on these are hydraulic, God knows why, and they often need bleeding, but this one feels good. So I think we shall, well, let's just try the batteries, but I'm pretty confident they're flat. Oh, we've got something. Very dim light. Ah, yes. is very much flat. We'll stop. I've just broke a bit of enamel off the steering wheel. Right, we're going to slap the batteries on and we shall try and see what happens. See you in a minute. Okay, so we've now fitted better batteries. Ignition. Less later. And if by magic now it starts, I'll be impressed. I think what we'll do before we waste anyone's time is we'll make sure it's sparking, because without any spark, it's never going to start. We're in the back and it is nice and clean in here. Very straight, no dents really to speak of. Let's have a look at the engine. Interesting colour. Someone's painted it black, that's not very military looking. Right, anyway, we need to have a look in there, and I forgot to bring the 7/16 spanner.
Never bat your eyelids at me again.
Whip the distributor cap off, and we're going to check for a spark. Chances are, because it's been stood for 3 years, that the contacts within the distributor have got a bit of corrosion on the end, and they're just not actually distributing the spark. That'd be nice, wouldn't it, if we just do that and we don't have any other trouble. So, if you give me a minute. A bit dirty. Right, okay, so, as you can see in the car, those that are unfamiliar with a very simple petrol engine, in the early petrols you just have points, which it looks to me already that they're slightly corroded, bound to be. So I think I'm going to just give them a little clean. We'll crank it over, see if it sparks, and hopefully she'll start straight up. You don't have to go crazy with these. I've just got the finest bit of grits and the aid pad we've got. Give them a little spruce. There was quite a lot of corrosion on it, so I have my suspicions that's all it was. Because it's very likely we'd have any sort of fuel trouble. We never have fuel trouble.
No.
Look at the poo that's come off of there. I can't actually see very well because it's very dark in here, but that's one point done. I'm going to do both points and then we shall prank around there. 10-4 Big Ben, come on.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, fine that.
Both sparking?
Yep.
Right, so now we've got a good spark at the points. I'm just going to clean the rotor arm and the connectors inside the distributor cap. They've got nice golden colour. They were very black and burnt. Well, they weren't very burnt, they're just a bit
Shaded.
dirty. So give them a nice clean. Give it all the chance in the world of starting then. And then it locks your wheel flat straight up. It's that dirty, it's already clogged that pad up. Okay, so let's try it. Give it a couple of pumps of throttle. Didn't sound very hopeful, did it? It's got no fuel in it, has it? Right, we better investigate the fuel. I slackened off the union on the back of the carb, the fuel feed in, and then with any luck, I'll just prime the fuel pump down here. And it should. There we go. We've got fuel now. So I'll nip that up, prime it up a little bit more. Fingers crossed. Then it'll start straight up and run like a clock. Yeah! Ignition. Contact. Stop sounding like it's starting.
Oh no!
Oh, it's getting close. Well, mate, someone is ringing. We'll just make sure it's not Mother. Attempt number 2. Getting there. Come on, old girl. Nearly alive.
I think I know what the problem was.
What was it?
Lots of water was coming out the car. And when you jetted it was spraying out.
Was it? That's all right now. Oil pressure's gone up. It'd be a little bit rude if we didn't take it for a little drive now and then. We'll let it run for a bit and make sure it's got no oil leaks. Shall I just try the clutch? They have a habit of sticking on these. What do you think? We're going to have bets? It's going to work?
It's gonna work.
Not going to have to get mad with it?
No.
We'll take the clutch a bit.
It's gonna work.
They're ready. I can't remember which is the forward and back. That way. We're in forward. We ready? It went in gear. We have a clutch. And we have steering. Try backwards. We have backwards. Well. Check everything over. Shall I stop it, see if it starts again?
Yeah.
What an absolute day. The compressor knocking, but you think it's always the engine. Bit of air in the old steering. Time for a test drive, I think. brakes are that sharp, if you touch them, even think about pressing them, you go through the windscreen. I cannot understand the gear pattern. I've gone like first, fifth, third, fourth, 11th. It's got to be the best running Stolwart. It's a lovely deep noise, isn't it? Don't mind me, I'm just eating some Haribo. Working with an inferior light, look. I like things like that. But I still have no idea what the gear pattern is on this. I cannot work it out at all. I know that's first. That's second. No idea at all where third is. Fourth is somewhere over here. I think creeper is right over here. Doesn't make any sense. The steering's really good. The brakes are really sharp. And I've noticed it's got a BB in it. We ought to see if that works and make yourself a cup of tea in a minute. That'll be good, wouldn't it? Quite powerful. I thought it'd be more rubbish than this. Second. I definitely think we would take it down the road, and I would have to learn pretty quickly where third was. I can't seem to remember, it doesn't seem to be the same as the one I had last. Got a good horn, eh? Sounds like the horn is in the cab. I'm not sure if it's actually as loud outside, it just sounds very loud in here. Well, oil pressure's good, water temperature's good, charging nicely, air's working well. Can't really fault it. So there are a couple of areas that do need sorting in here. Very common on these. It's starting to go under the windscreen. So that'll be a job we'll have to get done. I won't do it myself because I'd prefer it was a nice job. So that'll need doing. There's also a little bit of corrosion under this screen here and down there. But other than that, that side's perfect, and the rest of the vehicle, from what we've seen, is pretty good. All the it would never have had plans in it, would it?
Might have done.
Would it? Yeah, might have done.
I reckon it probably did.
It'd be good to see if any of that works.
Because photos of these with Chief, isn't it? Aren't they?
Shall we try the BB?
Yeah.
I think it'd be rude not to. Right, let's stop killing the planet. Now let's see if the BB works. I mean, that is most important. What have we got here? This looks a bit homebrew if I've ever seen it. What is that? Somebody knows what this is. I love it when like people have their own little modifications. Is this before people had lights on their mobile phones? Use that as a, you know, as a work light. Where's that wire going? Down here. Oh, what have we got here? Oh wow.
Are they not navigation lights?
Is that what that is?
Red and green. And a
Oh, is
white
this for boating?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
It's got to be for boating, isn't it?
Oh, I suppose it is a licensed vessel. Does that mean we can take it in the sea?
To the canal.
I think I'm going to get hung on these. Right, so we have boating lights. Someone will go, no, that's not what they are, but I reckon you're right.
Well, I don't think they're flying lights.
No.
Next to it.
Oh, that made a nice sound. We got the one working in your Chief, didn't we?
Yeah. And made a brew with it.
Why is there like 9 acres of wire with it? I suppose it's so you can put your kettle on the roof, is it? I can't quite see. Only works when it's working. Oh, yeah.
When it's on.
You mean when the engine's running?
Yeah, when you're killing the planet. When you're killing the planet, you need...
I don't think we could afford to boil a cup of tea in this while that B80 is running.
No, not really.
We need to look into that. We need to make that be able to boil without the planet killer running.
Well, although it's just a rubbish vehicle, man.
No. This is literally the best one I've ever been in. I still can't drive it.
It's fantastic.
It's not,
really
it's not a bad one at all, is it?
I think we can't knock it down just because the PV doesn't work. Hey, I'm trying to brew my brew over here.
Just saying, it's the Stolly /4.
Does that make it a late one?
No clue, but someone will know.
I feel like this is getting warm.
Is it?
But it's not like cold to touch, like it was before.
No, that's not working. The one in your Chieftain gets hot a lot quicker than that.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Even that sounds good, doesn't it? It's like a Golf. Except probably better on emissions than a Golf. Just barely. Ugh. Right, well I promised myself that I wouldn't get distracted with anything until we'd finished the FE4005 project. And what I've done today is got completely distracted again. So another day behind. Jack's still on his honeymoon and he will be very displeased that I've now wasted another day, which we don't have to waste, on a vehicle that doesn't really matter right now. But it matters to me, and you guys now get to see it. So anyway, if you know this story or you've seen it before, comment, share some photos, whatever we'd like to see, whatever history anybody knows about it. And yeah, if you want to see us swim it, leave a message. So I'd like to give that a go. I can't see any.
I mean, it's got the nav lights. I mean, that's just teasing us.
Yeah, so it is a full swimmer, just in case anyone is asking. It is a full swimmer, and it should swim. I see there's a few areas, got a bit of oil leaking here and there, so we'll spend some time on it, change some seals, get it about right, give her a bit of a service, and find some deep water. Cheers for watching. We'll see you again.